Okay, hi guys, how you all doing? I hope you're having a great weekend. Sorry, it's weekend. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you had a great week. Right? So it's been a while that I dropped something on YouTube. I didn't forget about you guys. I was just sorting out some personal stuffs and I was just busy with some other stuffs. So yeah, but I'm back now. For those who missed me, I'm back. And also, I was thinking I should be doing more of weekly review, okay? Because with that, you will get to learn a lot. Trust me when I tell you that, because I get to learn a lot from watching other those top traders, their weekly reviews, those ones that trade the same concept that I trade. Okay, so trust me when I tell you that you're gonna learn a lot. Okay, so every week, every weekend, I'm gonna drop weekly review based on what happened during the week. Okay, so you will learn from that, and you will learn from a mistake, because that's how you will learn. All right, in case if you made a mistake or if you were right, you keep doing what you're doing. All right, so getting into the week, I have this level which I shared in my group. I had this fair value gap here, which was my point of interest. I wanted to see how we can trade into it. All right, so this was it. And looking at my internal structure time frame, which was a 4 hour, I could see that price is already pulling back. All right, so getting starting up the week, um, we started up here, if I'm not mistaken. I think Monday. Okay. We started up around this level, because I remember also I called out the sell. I called out the sell before looking at this point of interest here. So the previous week we already had this telling me that we're going down low. Okay, so with that, this was going to be the next draw on liquidity. Okay, this fair value gap will be the next draw on liquidity. So having this in mind, I wanted to see how we trade into this level. Remember, I always tell you two things. One will happen. Are we going to bounce off it, or are we going to trade below it, then maybe use it as a support, or that's just what's going to happen. All right, always have that in mind, because we don't know what will happen here, but price will always tell us what it's going to do next. Okay, so let's fast forward. So price dropped into this fair value gap. Okay, so what's the next thing that I wanted to be looking at? I'm gonna start from my lower time frame. Sorry about this. Actually don't use this particular. Okay, so when price is reacting off this, okay, if you go down on your lower time frame, which is 15 minute, you can catch a scalp. All right, now you're not trying to take a trade and hold till this level. All right, no, sorry, to this high, to this liquidity. Okay, because the proper time frame alignment is not there yet. The 4 hour is not saying anything yet. It's just the lower time frame. So with this lower time frame, when you catch your trade, you can be targeting those levels. All right, so this is also teaching and review. Okay, so looking at this, all right, what can we see here? This was the first move. All right, I don't care about this first one. I really don't care about this first one. I usually want to see a sweep. When we get a sweep or an SMT, when we get a sweep or an SMT, that will tell me that we're likely to come for this high, because price will create this liquidity first, then come back for it. All right, so this move could get here, but it's not guaranteed. Okay, it's not guaranteed that it will get here. Besides, we're still bearish. We are still bearish on 4 hour. If you look at 4 hour, you will see that there was a fair value gap here. Okay, there was a fair value gap here. So knowing that there's fair value gap here, you can either allow price to come to this high, to take out this high, okay, take out this high, then drop, or take out the low and go up. That's the two things that you can wait for to happen. All right, so let's have this like this. Am I giving out too much on this? I think I give out too much here. Okay. You motherfuckers. Okay, hi guys. Excuse me. How are you all doing? I hope you had a great weekend, a great week, and having a great weekend. Okay. Um, for those who missed me, I'm back. For those who didn't, I'm still back. Anyways, I just had a lot of personal stuff that I needed to deal with before getting back here, and I didn't have much time. Okay, so what I just wanted to tell you, you guys, for those who follow and see, I'm gonna start doing more of weekly review. Okay, not like I won't do the weekly analysis, but I will do more of weekly review because you will learn a lot from it. You will learn a lot from it. Trust me when I tell you this, you will learn a lot from it. Okay, so let's quickly dive into this. Okay, so getting into last week. Okay, seeing this rejection here, we had this rejection, and if you drop down on 4 hour, you can see the fair value gap that line up with this rejection, telling us that we're about to drop down. Okay, and so when it comes to trading, okay, price usually go from an imbalance to a liquidity. Okay, let me say it like this: from internal liquidity to external liquidity. Okay, so price will do this, or if there is another imbalance, maybe up here, based on higher time frame, that is where price will bounce off from. Okay, so we want to be trading from this high time frame levels to another high time frame levels. All right, you see, I'm giving you some things now. Okay, so we want to be trading from the high time level to the high time level. So having that in mind, we rejected off here. How do we know that we rejected? Because 4 hour is already aligning. All right, so we drop down. The next bust stop will be this. Okay, if you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, it's still fine. All right, if you don't agree with me, it's still fine. So now we have this. Where are we gonna is where are we gonna be looking at? We're gonna be looking at this high. It's as easy as that on a higher time frame. All right, it's as easy as that. That's one of my cheat code. It's as easy as that. So but let's go down, drop down into it. Anyways, in my free Telegram channel, you can see I highlighted it and said what I wanted to see. Even before the sell happened, I pointed out the sell that we're going down to this level. All right, so let's go to 4 hour first. Let's go to 4 hour first. Right now, 4 hour is not saying much to me. It's really not saying much. It's just going up. It's not saying much. But if you wanna like catch the trade and all that, I wanted to see a sweep. I wanted to see a sweep of this before we start going up. But there was an SMT. Okay, there was an SMT with S&P. Okay, there was an SMT here. But next thing that I wanted to see a fair value gap after the SMT to tell me that price is ready to go to this level. But I didn't see that. All right, so I was just scalping on my lower time frame. How did I get my scalp on lower time frame? Let's drop down to 15 minutes because price is here. Okay, price is here, so your focus should be price going up, unless as we have a fair value gap here. Then when price comes to this fair value gap, we have a fair value gap here on 4 hour. So when price comes to this fair value gap, you can, especially the first time that it came there here, which was here, you can look for your sell. You can sell from here. Okay, again, if price had taken out this low, I would be more comfortable trading it. Taking out this low, give me some sign on 15 minute, then I can buy up to this level. Though I still bought this. Where I'm still holding my runner from this level to where price is at right now, while I'm waiting to see what 4 hour will do. If 4 hour doesn't give me what I want to see, I'm just gonna close my runner, okay? Because that runner, I'm hoping that it turns to a swing trade, okay? But if I had seen something on 4 hour, I'll be more comfortable holding it, all right? So, and if I see something on 4 hour, then I'll look for more buys, all right? So this was the trade. We had an SMT here. We had an SMT, which I also highlighted out and share in my channel, all right? If you want to join my channel, you can let me know that you can join it, because during the week I do share what I see. I do share exactly what I see, which are the same thing that happened every time, right? So we had that run up. Then I started tracking 4 hour, because 4 hour started creating order block going up. So we can choose this as our order block, all right? We can choose this as our order block based on this broker. Which broker is actually this? Let's realize these days they're all different. Okay, this is Paperstone. So on Paperstone, if you are using Paperstone, this is the order block, because it's an SMT. All right, so you will trust it. If it had taken out this low, then you can also trust it. All right. So for an order block, it's either it sweep a liquidity. All right, or we have an SMT. How do I draw SMT? Okay, sorry, I've forgotten how to draw things. So if we have an SMT like this, you can trust the order block, which is gonna be this order block here. All right, you can trust this order block. You can trust this one. So they are both the same thing. All right, so if you agree with me, so you could see that with this, we were expecting price to go higher. So now there's a possibility that we're gonna run this high. All right, there's a possibility that we're gonna run this high, but there's no confirmation yet that we will run this high. You understand? There's no confirmation yet that we will run the high. Even though with the confirmation, it's still a possibility. You understand? So I still want to see something on 4 hour. I still want to see a 4 hour momentum. Number one, we already having a little bit. Okay, it didn't close actually. We don't have our inversion fair value gap here, all right, yet, but we have something on the daily. Okay, we have something on the daily. This is not a clean price action, but we can trade it. All right, just like the way we traded this one, we can trade it. And looking at this, this actually didn't take out. Okay, we wicked it a little bit. Okay, so getting into the new week now, what do I want to see? Okay, let me go back on weekly. All right, so looking at weekly, you can see that we have a rejection here. Look at this other candle. When price came to this level here, we had this rejection, okay, telling us something. And whenever you see a rejection, you can drop down on your lower time frame and see what's going on. If the lower time frame actually line up with the rejection, okay? Excuse me. So now we have a rejection here, but there's nothing on 4 hour. Trust me, I don't see anything on 4 hour apart from the SMT. All right. So, and again, we don't have high impact news on Monday. We don't have high impact news on Tuesday. So what's that telling us? That price might want to play around, all right? Well, I want to play around here, then before it formed the thing. Maybe it might want to come back to this, to take out this, and before it form whatever it wants to form, which could be a fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, or it might want to come back for this other block, right? Because if you look at this, this is coming from, this level here. This is a confirmation that we're going higher, right? This is a confirmation that we're going higher. So having these two things in mind, all right, I'm just waiting for 4 hour to line up. Let's look at daily actually. So looking at daily, we already have this other block. Remember, this is SMT, all right? So we have this other block. So there's a possibility that we're going up here, okay? It's possible that this other block will hold. So it's left for you now to wait for your confirmation on your lower time frame. Remember our time frame alignment, all right? It's between daily to 1 hour, all right? Daily to 1 hour. So, yep. And if you want to learn more about the time frame alignment and all that, your boy is here. You can always buzz me up and we get it done. All right. And also, if you want to learn how to find this daily bias and all that, which I do explain here, but if you want to more deeper into it, you can also always buzz me. Then we can schedule one-on-one sections. All right. So, yeah, that's it. Nothing much. As I said, we don't have high impact news. We don't have high impact news, all right, on Monday and Tuesday. So it's gonna be like a choppy, more choppy or so. But sometimes when there's no high impact, this thing actually move. But it's not saying anything right now. We just have this other block. And price didn't actually close above this last bearish candle. So we just had this too. So just gonna mark out this and just leave it like this. All right, just gonna mark it out and just leave it like this. Getting into the week, then we'll see how it will happen. So I started with the weekly review and to the what is it called? To the weekly analysis. All right. So all right, guys. So you enjoy your new week ahead. Make sure you backtest. Make sure you get ready for the week. All right. Just don't take my words for it. Always go and do your own research and see what I'm usually saying. Check and see if they actually happen. All right. So yeah, and always remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that I mentioned here is just all for educational purpose. All right. So if you must trade based on what I have said and everything, make sure you use a demo account. All right. So yeah, all right. Enjoy the rest of the weekend and bye for now. See you soon. All right. If there's anything change and if there's any changes, I'm gonna update those that are my free Telegram channel, and those are on my OctaFX channel. Right. Okay. Bye for now.